Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 14. Episode 14. Oh, did I miss the beginning? Yeah. Welcome to episode 14 of Karaoke Host Q&A. We've got our hosts here, our tall drink of water, Nanna Da Bomb Diggity.
Hello. Why
And
is it not on me yet? Okay.
There you go. And Prince Edward of L.
Hi. They're not. Hi. There you go. Hi.
And our special guests tonight, two of our three special guests are here, Cap'n Rad.
Yo ho ho.
And Suazo. We get Suazo.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's still not. I'm not recording for some reason. I don't know why. It's cool.
I don't know.
Keep
the yellow
talking.
box doesn't like you, I guess.
Keep talking.
There you
There
go.
you are.
All right. Now, we all know how this works. We have 200-ish questions now again. I dug up some more questions out of nowhere. So let's just go 1 to 1. Actually, 191 still. It's fine. So we're going to start with our special guests. Pick a number 1 to... Are we just jumping right in? Did we have something to talk about?
I guess we want to hear your Harry Potter update for our guests who've been tracking it.
Oh, Harry Potter is fantastic. The second book's not that good yet. So first book is done. Eddie's going to start Lost this week.
Yep.
We're going to quiz him next week. Before we started recording, Eddie quizzed me to make sure I didn't lie about reading.
I take my Harry Potter very seriously.
Yes, you do. You do. So here we are. And what did we say? Episode 16.
Yep.
Episode 16, Prince Edward of L is going to be completely naked. Let's throw that out there right now. Completely naked. Now you have to do it.
Oh,
Our 6 viewers are expecting it.
Does that mean us?
I think so. That's right. Anyone who's been on and won't be on that night will be expecting it.
I mean, if they didn't realize from, what was it, last week's episode where I just shouted out my Pornhub history, I'm not shy.
I mean, that was one of the questions after all. You had to.
I think I was the only one that answered it.
I think
And
you
then
were.
we went into talked about
That's exactly what happened.
What's
I'm
up?
pretty sure you were the only one that answered it.
You are the only one who answered that.
And we all just went along for the ride after that.
I think everyone else made something up if they said something. Whereas I feel like you were very honest.
I was honest. Jeff said something about the Charmed people, like Alyssa Milano and Holly Marie Combs, and then we chat on Shannon Doherty for like 30 minutes.
Wait,
We did. That's like a bi-weekly thing now. We just shit on Shannon Doherty. I don't know why. Or Shannon. All right. So, okay, let's jump into the first question. Cap'n Rad, what do you think our first question should be?
Number 4.
Number 4. Where do you not mind waiting? Like if there's a big line or a long wait, where is
Like
it okay?
pre-pandemic or now?
Well, now I think anytime. Pre-pandemic, I guess.
I guess in my house, I don't mind if people show up late to a party because I can have as many snacks or whatever while I wait. So I don't mind if people are late if I'm meeting them at home.
At home. That was... Don't be late if you're meeting me out, people.
I'm usually the one late when we're going out, let's be real. Usually I'm late for setting up karaoke, but you're there, Jeff, to set it up just in case.
I got to be good for something. I guess that's it. Late, I don't know. Anybody else want to go?
I don't know about this either. I don't like waiting at all. But I can't talk because I'm late to a lot of things. So, you know.
Yeah, I think you're late right now.
Yes, I was.
I don't mind waiting at the bank.
You don't like waiting at the bank, or you don't mind waiting at the bank?
I don't mind it.
Why? Like in line?
Yeah. So I'll get there eventually. It's dealing with money. So I don't mind.
What is up with the animal?
That's
George's butt.
It's George's butt. Special guest. George's butt.
George's ear.
I don't.
It's a drinking game for our guests.
That's right.
Every time you see George's butt, you got to take a shot.
Oh.
Don't have to tell Suazo twice.
Nah, I'm not doing that tonight.
I don't mind waiting at the movies. Like most people are like, just fucking play the movie. Like I don't mind previews. The commercials are stupid, but whatever. I'm usually comfortable by then, so I don't care. I mean, I'd like it to not be a 45-minute commercial, but it's not terrible. You're sitting on a chair with your feet up, watching previews. I like previews. I don't know if anybody else does, but I like movie previews.
I like previews too.
I like previews.
So I don't mind waiting at the movies.
Sigh, when will you get to go to a movie again?
Maybe never. Never again. They're all going to close. Who else?
I'll see you guys at the drive-through movie.
The drive-in. Well, there's a drive-in opening up here, so in Saugus, Route 1.
Calhoun's.
Calhoun's going to open a drive-in movie theater.
We just drove past there the other day. It looked awesome. It's like
Makes
right in the
sense.
back.
Makes sense.
They have like 3 tractor trailer, like the trailer part stacked on top of each other to put their screen in.
Okay.
That's cool.
Wow.
You got to wonder if the stuff that people are doing now is going to stay. It's like, why wouldn't you have a drive-in movie at the Kowloon? That'd be cool. Like,
Yeah.
awesome. Restaurants are big parking lots.
I
Anybody
also
else? Their waiting question. Oh, what, Nana?
I hope that we get to keep like virtual doctor's appointments. That's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So much.
That's right. What else do you not mind waiting for?
I don't mind waiting to get into like a nice bar or restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I work in food service too, so like I'm aware of what's going on, so it doesn't it doesn't really bother me. And usually, it's something I've been looking forward to, is like specially planned, and it's like the experience ends up being 10 times better than expected.
Every time I'm like stuck wait, especially because I'm not used to it in Boston. Like when I used to live in DC, then I was like, oh yeah, lines were a normal thing. But in Boston, I'm like, I don't wait. Let's get out of this line and go to the Hong Kong. That's what I normally end up doing. Like the number of friends' birthdays that have unexpectedly ended up at the Hong Kong. I was like, you know a line we can cut? It's at the Hong Kong.
See, I don't like waiting to get into a bar because I'm just too lazy. But I do not mind waiting in the Flash Pass line at Six Flags. Such a quick line. So worth it.
Yeah.
Love it. Also, if we could get Six Flags to like sponsor us, that'd be dope.
I've actually never been to Six Flags.
Are you kidding me?
Or Disney.
I've never been to Disney, but Amanda, Six Flags.
And I turned 21 in West Springfield, Massachusetts, which is right next door to Agawam.
Yeah.
Well,
Why didn't you ever go?
I don't know. I don't like crowds. Not a people person.
Like you knew the pandemic was coming before it came.
I knew. 20 years ago. 20 plus years ago.
Karaoke Host Quarantine Q&A brought to you by Six Flags.
Yes!
Eventually, we're just gonna throw out a name of a place, and they'll sponsor us, right?
Yeah.
Some YouTube algorithm will pick it up, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is cool."
I think it's important that Six Flags knows that I actually have a Diamond Elite membership to Six Flags. So I am already invested.
What does a Diamond Elite membership get you at Six Flags?
So I get like somewhere between 30 and 50% off of stuff in Six Flags, no matter what it is.
Just some stuff. I get some stuff.
I get to park in the like elite parking lot or the like membership parking lot.
How often do you go there to make this work?
So here's the thing. I don't have a car or a driver's license. So I need to get somebody to take me. So I have a membership because they also give you like free passes to bring one person in.
That's fair.
So it makes it worth it for me because then I don't have to like split gas with them because I'm getting them in for free.
Oh yeah.
What's a ticket to Six Flags lately? Like $70, something like that?
I have no clue.
It's like 50 or 60.
Somebody look that up and post it in the comments.
Oh, that was 3 years ago when I went though. So.
Did we all answer the question about waiting?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. We did.
Wow, that was easy. First question was easy. Now we get on to the
I
hard
forgot
stuff.
Suazo was here. George is in front of him.
Yeah, can you pat George for me? He's exceptionally cute. When I get to see his front end.
I'll pick this up.
Yes, we'd like to see something other than George's ass.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, did you name George after George Michael?
Of course you did.
I didn't actually name George. It's just a happy coincidence.
Oh.
I did, however, add Michael on.
Of course you did.
I was playing George Michael right before this. I'm thinking of you, Nanna.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
All right, well,
George is very much in my way.
question number 2, Suazo.
I'm gonna go with 42.
42. Question 42. When things break, do you prefer to fix them
Oh my God.
or to replace them?
I'm fixing it. I'm a mechanical engineer. I broke things and put them together all the time as a kid. So yeah, that's easy for me.
It depends on what it is.
Well, there's that too, but I'm gonna try to fix it first.
I don't know how to fix anything. Every time I've tried, I fuck it up more. I end up paying more, and it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we already talked about one show about following directions to put something together. Well, fixing shit is worse for me. Like I try to fix shit, it breaks. Like I think I know how to do something. Like computers, all right, I can do that because I've been doing that for like a living for a while. But other stuff, no, I can't fix other things. Every time my door just broke, I just like broke off the piece that broke. Just use it without.
Without no handle.
The handle is that piece that like keeps your door to swing back open again. The hydraulic piece there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it broke off the door. I just kicked it off into the yard. Fuck that piece of shit. I don't need that.
And now the door just slams.
It doesn't. You have to. Well, yes. If you pull it shut, it slams. If you don't, it just stays open. Just flies open in the wind. Rolls around. Give a shit. So many things happen like that in the house all the time, and I'm like, fuck that. No, I fixed it once. It fell off. That tells you something.
Oh, you didn't fix it.
I fixed it for a while. I fixed it for 6 months.
I think I'd like to be like Jose, but I end up more like Jeff. Like I'd like to be a handy person, but really I'm probably more of a like lazy person. No, I'm no man's Jeff, but I just like order the new thing or.
I mean, you just said you were lazy. You didn't say I was. Well, it's fucked up because like my stepdad taught my brother all this shit, and I never learned it because I was lazy. When I was a teenager, I was like, I don't need to learn that. It's good. I got you guys to help me, right? Now they can't be in my house every time something breaks. So, yeah, if I had learned all that shit, I'd be like Suazo as well. I'd be able to fix shit. Now I have to pay people to fix my shit. Who else?
I mean, if it's possible, I'd like to be able to fix it, and like I'll give it a solid shot until I.
But does it usually work?
What?
Does it usually work?
I mean, I'm pretty good. I mean, I used to take shit apart when I was a kid too, not all the time, but to an extent. And I used to, looking back now, I used to be able to put things together pretty well. It's probably stuck in my head somewhere.
All right. Amanda? Nanna?
Pay someone else to fix it or buy a new one.
Good thing you live with Eddie.
Right, you have to pay Eddie to fix it.
Oh. I'll fix it for free.
Nana?
If it's something that I can fix, then I'd fix it. But if it's like something that's broken in the house, then I call my mommy. And if it's something that's just like broken beyond repair, I'm gonna go ahead and get a new one, unless it sucks.
Unless it sucks?
Yeah, like if it's broken because it's a shit product, I'm probably not gonna buy a new one.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
But that
makes
sucks
sense.
if it's something you've had for like years and years, and then like you go to try to purchase a new one, and they don't sell it anymore.
Right, so you have to buy 2 of everything from now on.
Is this how people end up becoming hoarders?
Hey, virtually. Why do you think I have a virtual background?
I thought you liked the virtual background.
I just assumed that that was actually behind you.
It's a giant puppet behind you all the time. It's
I gotta
alive.
remember, every time we do this show, the next morning it's like work or something, and this pirate shows up. I just can't remember to put him away.
And everybody's like,
And it's
Brad, look
usually somebody
out
who
behind
doesn't know
you.
me that well, like they have no idea I do karaoke or that I like pirates, and so then it's just like this really awkward, like, hey.
They're like, but there's something behind you. I'm not sure what it is, but be careful. Watch out. All right. Good. Who gets the next question? Nana, we'll start with you this time on the circle around.
Is it going to be
Number
free?
3.
Question 3. What? Oh, I don't know if we can answer that. This is weird. What would some fairy tales be like if they took place in the present and included modern technology and culture? That's a deep question.
Can you repeat that again? That was more like a
This is an essay
quiz
question.
or something.
This sounds like an entire podcast.
It'd be like the TV
What
show Once
would-
Upon a Time.
Right? What would fairy tales look like if they took place in the present and included modern technology and culture?
It's
I agree with
Great.
Like Suazo said, see the TV show Once Upon a Time.
That's exactly what it is.
Next
put-
question.
That is what that is. All right.
No, I think if it were like really, really happening, there'd be a lot more rape happening then. Because a lot of those stories were about women not being outside at night in the woods because that's how you get raped.
Wow.
See, I've read the darker like version like of the fairy tales too, and I can just imagine how.
Like Grimm Brothers
Grimm's.
stuff.
Yeah, just take that and then add 2020 to it, and just,
You know, it's
And
like
that's
Sleeping
July?
Beauty's stuck in a castle because she's got COVID. The prince comes along with the vaccine, bada bing, bada boom, she's free.
Snow White got stung by a murder hornet.
Also,
There we go.
where, like, are murder hornets still doing things?
I mean, they're murdering.
I haven't heard not a damn thing since they announced it a month ago.
No, they don't come out until July 2nd.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I thought
That
they
makes
came out in February.
I don't know.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
I've heard a story of like a giant dust storm going over the ocean, coming over to the U.S.
Oh, I saw that too.
I heard that too.
That's August.
Christine took pictures of it, y'all.
What?
Christine took pictures of it down in Florida.
Really?
Like,
It's a real thing.
it's noticeable. Yeah.
Wait, a dust storm?
From the
Hi,
Sahara.
George.
It's coming over from the Sahara, right?
George is very concerned about the dust storm.
Yeah.
So that's July. That's not August.
George is like, why do you sit here week after week talking to these people when you could be talking to me?
Has George said anything to you yet, Nana? The one thing that he says to you and then he never speaks again?
What?
Holy
There's
cow.
his
Look
butt
at my
again.
butthole.
There's his butt. Take a shot.
I feel like I want to start playing along now because I would probably be dead by the end of this thing.
All right, so we're skipping that one apparently, kind of. We talked about it, but we're skipping it. All right, Amanda.
Let me get question number 74.
74. Does anything good happen after midnight?
Not a damn thing.
That is a lie.
Nope.
All the
That sounds
good
like
things
what my
happen
dad
after
tells me.
midnight.
Only
shit
bad
happens.
choices and deep regrets.
Good shit happens.
Actually, that's my favorite time of night.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's usually a nice temperature. It's nice.
There's nothing wrong with midnight. Gremlins multiply. What could be bad about that?
I mean, like, just don't give up water.
No, you're not supposed to feed them after
Yeah,
midnight.
feed them after midnight. Oh,
If
wait.
you put them in water, they become the gremlins.
Right. Feeding them, they multiply. Getting them wet, they turn into that shitty asshole. It's like if we drink. It's like if we drink after midnight, we become the shitty asshole. So do the gremlins. It's not different.
I feel like karaoke after midnight is some of the best karaoke because you imagine
agree
you're
with
a
that.
rock star by that point.
Oh.
Oh
gonna
no,
like I'm
they're
in a
the
studio now.
worst.
You say I think I'm a rock star? I'm not.
I'm gonna
You are,
imagine.
Jeff. You are.
Well, currently, I'm gonna imagine I'm in a studio now.
That's right. You're surrounded by plexiglass. You'll be good.
Yeah. I couldn't
That's
believe I
nice. You
saw
won't be
that
able to
on
like go through the
Thursday.
crowd, walking with your mic, sharing the mic with all the people.
I am gonna miss that, but
I
there
won't.
won't be many
I'm gonna do
people though.
I'm still gonna do it somehow. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure that
A year from now, things will be better.
out. Right.
Yeah, no more plexiglass.
We'll get to say it and spray it all over again.
Ooh, you get to spit on people again. It's great.
I think we should keep the plexiglass though. Like I like that idea.
You like the fishbowl? You want to be like a?
I don't need people on top of me. I can sit down if I like. I mean, I hate when people are sitting behind me and I'm singing. That's the worst.
Right. Right. That does stop that. That stops that. It stops
Or when people
that,
try
and
to take your microphone because you have
That
very
too.
awesome
That's probably the worst thing.
and they
When
can't.
everyone
now,
thinks
which is
you
great.
need help singing, and they're like, no, just let me just help you. No.
Right.
No, I've taken
I'm
it.
Prince Edward of Elle. I don't need no help.
One time in Florida, some girl was trying to sing with me. She tried to grab my microphone. I was like, no.
Social distancing.
Oh no, this was like years ago. But I'm like, no, bitch, like don't touch my microphone when I'm singing.
Oh,
I'm not about that life.
I thought you meant when you were there 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, this is when I lived. This is when I lived there at my Hong Kong before Hong Kong.
And he just looked at her and he was like, "Prince Edward's on fire."
It wasn't Prince Edward.
Microphone
I
back.
know. It was a little old Eddie L.
Oh, I remember Eddie L.
Oh God.
I remember that guy.
Oh, it was just a 4-year anniversary of me and Diana getting married the other day.
Oh, what'd you do? Isn't it fruit and flowers?
I said happy anniversary, and that was it.
Distance anniversary.
Yeah. Can't believe it's been that long.
It's a long time.
Wait, I still have.
Isn't that when you became Prince Edward of Elle?
Yes, I believe so. Oh no, it came up on my Facebook. It was
We called it a royal wedding, royal karaoke
Right,
wedding.
you were already a prince. That's true.
Let me see if I can figure it out. Where is it?
So I think all kinds of good. Well, he's looking. All kinds of good shit happens after midnight. I don't think that. I think that's.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Like, remember after the Hong Kong would close, we'd go to the 7-Eleven, Jeff, and I'd snap into a Slim Jim.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. And then we go to the place that I can't never remember the name
Pompeii.
of. Eddie, you must speak to see it.
Well, you guys
Except
were
I'm not
talking.
in that picture because it was past my bedtime.
I didn't want to enter. Oh, I don't know who that was. I just want to make sure there's nothing foul.
Right, because everything we say is pure.
4 years ago. That
Wow.
was fantastic. And I love how no one gave a fuck that we just kind of took over Hong Kong.
Yeah, well, we do what we want. We still do what we want. Next question. Prince Edward,
We all know what number I'm picking.
69.
Were you a member of the Hong Konica?
Hong Konica.
Hong Kong.
Do you no? So this is the question we
I
answered.
remember
Answering the other one. I gotta delete this one. All right. This is the afterlife question that we kind of already answered last week.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Question. So the 69 goes to 70 then. Who is the best movie villain? The best movie villain. I know. Voldemort. I get it.
I'm going with the Joker, whichever version you prefer.
Fucking Voldemort. He should not be named.
Kylo Ren is a pretty good villain.
Really?
It's not scary.
Is that a Star Wars thing? I don't know.
Yeah, he's from the final
So
series.
you guys don't watch Star Wars?
That should have been the deal. Eddie had to watch Star Wars.
Yeah, I think you can still change it. I think you can still amend the contract. Because they're both kind of fundamental pop culture things to not know about.
All the Star Wars movies are on Disney Plus also, Eddie.
Fuck, I have that.
All right, so that should be the deal.
Yeah, I think so.
I would have totally rather watched Lost.
I'd rather watch Lost.
I'm glad you say that. Okay.
I would honestly rather watch Lost.
I'm okay.
But I think it's like more equivalent, like to not like Harry Potter is like pretty wild, and same thing with Star Wars, man.
I watched like the ones when I was younger. I just haven't seen any of the newer ones. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't know. Plus, it's not. I don't know. Like the ratio wouldn't work out because I feel like there's only like 3 movies I haven't seen, and Jeff has like 6 more books left.
Eddie,
I think it works out perfectly. There's
like,
there's
9 Star Wars movies now?
Yeah, there's 9 Star Wars movies. There's 7 Harry Potter books. The last 2 books are pretty long, so you just make it 2 movies per each book. There you go.
So I have to rewatch all the ones I've seen before.
Yes.
Well, I think you should start in the order that they were actually made, not in the order that you saw them.
I would agree with that.
I saw the ones in theaters when I was like a child. I don't know.
Yeah, those ones suck. So you got to start with like the ones from like the 80s.
Well, they
Hold
don't.
on. You think he should start it not in episodic order, but in release order?
Release order. Always
Release order. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, if you're gonna do that, I should give you the order to watch them in because I have the best.
In the comments below, Jeff will put the order you should watch.
You should watch Star Wars because
Eddie's head is imploding. This is exactly the deal. Like the way that you feel about Harry Potter, that's the way he feels about Star Wars.
But didn't they come out in a certain order for a reason?
There's a best way to watch
Agreed,
them
yes.
where nothing is spoiled, and it's the best way because you don't ruin anything. There's like the one way you can watch them where nothing is spoiled.
The way that they were released, right?
No. Because I can't say anything because he's going to do it.
You can't quiz me on that though, because there's too much shit going on in that. Like,
I'm not quizzing. I'm saying that I can't say why, Rad, because if I do, that's a spoiler.
I think it should be release order, Jeff, because Nana's right. Like the reason they came out with it like in a certain order was because
The reason they came out with it in a certain order is because they never knew they were going to make the rest.
Yeah.
Make 3 movies and that's it. And then he was like, oh, wait, prequels. And, I have sequels somewhere, too, that I'm never going to make because you're all ungrateful bastards because you didn't like the prequels.
I think that's actually what turned me off as a kid to Star Wars because I feel like there's just, I saw like all these movies and I was just so confused because none of it was in order. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, this happened before, but then this happened. I'm like, what? It was too much.
dealing with the cult of it was too much.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you put a blazer on?
He also went on mute.
Okay.
We were just concerned because you weren't wearing orange today, Jeff.
I started to fade into the background, so I had to turn the light on.
Is there a reason why you're not wearing orange today?
Just to aggravate you, I guess.
I mean, I'm not aggravated. I'm just a little concerned. Are you
Because
okay?
my background is orange, and I didn't want to blend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure this out. I'm gonna have to tell Rad my reasons offline
Okay, tell me
for why I
offline.
think they should be watched out of order. And
Because
then
the
I'll
rest of you watched
one day.
Suazo, you watched Star Wars, right?
Seen them all, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
curious
I'll
about
post
what
the
this is too.
What's that, Suazo?
I'm curious about what you're thinking too, because it's either episodic order or release order. Those are the only questions for
Yeah,
me.
I didn't know there was another weird ass DJ Jazzy Jeff order.
Yeah,
There is. There's
right.
a way better. I'm going to explain it to both of you, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong. I know you will.
Okay, fine.
I know you will.
Just
Best
chat
movie
into it,
villain.
Jeff.
Best movie villain. We haven't covered this yet.
Oh, I was like, what started that whole thing? But yes, my answer is Voldemort.
So I don't know.
Like I said, the Joker, any version.
Oh yeah.
Your choice.
That's a better answer.
Heath Ledger version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Any of them.
Yeah.
The Joker's a good villain. Like I always until I feel like until, and I won't say why, until the sequels, I thought the Emperor was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the Emperor is pretty scary.
Over Vader, because Vader's kind of he's cool, but he's like a puppet. And you'll know that, Eddie, in about 2 months.
Is the Emperor the weird old guy that has like the wrinkly gray face? And
Yes,
the
Emperor kind of looks like Voldemort.
He looks like Voldemort with a nose, right?
They're like brothers from another mother.
Voldemort looks like the Emperor, you mean?
Oh yeah.
One of them was built first. Yes.
Voldemort has a nose that's just little slits because he's like a snake because he's a Slytherin. And
I feel like there are worse villains though out there than all.
I'm gonna go with Thanos.
He got taken out by the Avengers pretty easy.
It took him a while. They needed 5 years to figure the shit out, but.
But when they finally did, everybody see the movies?
Nope.
I saw a couple, but I'm not.
Maybe I need to watch those if I'm gonna talk trash about all
You know what? That's fair.
Any of them? Have you not seen any of them?
I've seen these no, I've seen some of them. I've seen like Thor and
Like the original Thor, the shitty one?
Huh?
The original
Black Panther.
Thor?
Sorry, you're zooming out on me. Say that again.
The original shitty Thor? Like Thor
Original
1?
shitty Thor. I've seen like Iron Man.
Like all the origins.
You know the origin. Oh yeah.
Rad. You have movies to watch too now.
I know.
Just
I'm
give
way
the
behind on
whole-
movies just
the
because.
whole list of 23 movies or whatever it is. Like,
You have to watch them in what order, Suazo? Because there's an order for that too.
That's a lot of movies. I'm getting the short end of this stick.
Brad, once I finish Star Wars, I'll watch them with you because I didn't finish all of them. I also saw all the origin ones. I never saw like the collaborations with multiple people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'll go on that train.
So
Okay.
Suazo says that Thanos is the best movie villain because Thanos wins. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how it ends.
definitely did not say that.
I'm not gonna tell you how it ends. So yeah, I don't know. Nanna, you haven't answered this question yet. You're just staring at George's butthole.
Okay, first of all, his head is over here. So my answer to the question isn't very similar to y'all's, because mine isn't from like y'all have evil people or like evil villains, but in my, I'm just thinking of, the movie Secret Window with Johnny Depp. Oh, well, the villain in that. I really like the villain in that.
Okay.
I mean,
I need to see that.
we'll have to watch it. Put it in the comments. Secret Window, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Time to
I'm
watch.
actually going to revise my answer to Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he's pretty brutal. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, I feel like there are so many better villains than the ones we just shouted out.
Yeah, I know.
Probably.
We were excited.
There's like special villains like that you didn't know they were the villain until like the end. You're like, ooh. I can't remember the name of any of those movies right now because I'm talking. But
How about Jigsaw from Saw?
he's just a fucking asshole. Like that guy.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, "What's the game?"
I'm kind of with Suazo on this.
I was Team Jigsaw. He did it to teach people a lesson.
Yes.
And
Oh,
the punishments were always like related in some way.
Like, since you kind of like clown me for like picking Thanos because he eventually loses, I guess. Like, I had to pick a villain that like kind of was successful. so I
Right,
changed my
that's
answer.
a cooler villain. You're right.
Yeah.
Someone that wins. A villain that wins. Yeah. Good.
Has everyone seen all those movies? Can we just add people to the list of Saw? Like
No,
a
that's way too scary for me.
I used to watch. I watched the
Secret
first two.
Window then.
She's already watching all the.
I know I have a lot of movie work to do, guys.
Not 17 movies.
Brad has like 20. She doesn't have all 22, 22, 23 to watch. She has like, what, 15?
23 minus 6.
Wow. So yeah, that's not bad.
That's fine.
That's what it feels like watching Harry Potter and reading it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Rude.
I mean, I'm doing it.
Oh, you just wait, Jeffrey. I'm going to take out my notebook. And I'm going to watch Star Wars. I'm going to write down all the things I find ridiculous.
I want you to do that. That would be a great discussion. That should be an entire show one night. We talk about the ridiculousness of the Star Wars and the Harry Potters and the Avengers. One whole show. All the ridiculous things, and we debate it.
I mean, I'm totally about that, but the funny thing is there's
Episode 20.
There's nothing ridiculous about Harry Potter.
Episode 20, we're going to debate. It's going to be a great one. You can even wear your clothes that night.
Wait, is that going to be like the whole theme of that evening?
Well, we should pick.
I have to watch all the movies by episode 20?
Yes.
6 episodes away.
Wait, so people who are not...
That's 6 weeks.
Well, Nanna, just pick a series and we'll watch whatever you think we should watch.
But I have to now watch all these things too.
That's a
I
lot.
don't want
Just
to.
pick
That's a lot.
one. Just where's your which one have you not seen?
Which one are you like
Pick
against?
one. Pick one that you want to watch.
Which one are you like totally against?
I don't want to do anything.
It involves you sitting in front of a computer / television.
They're all so long. No.
I picked the one. Well, one is reading a book, so you could read the Harry Potter books and then.
She's done that.
I can't do that right now.
Well, not tonight.
No, I mean, like, I have a book on my Kindle that if I, like, turn the internet on, then it's going to go back to the library, so I have to finish that book first.
What book is that you've stolen from the library?
I've not
Virtually.
stolen it, I just didn't give it back.
You virtually.
I would pick the one that gives you most grief in conversations, like when people find out that you haven't read Harry Potter or you haven't seen Star Wars or the Marvel movies. Like, which one is the one giving you the hardest time in life?
Have you guys not noticed that when you guys talk about this, I'm just quiet? I'm fine.
I did notice, actually.
Have you never read Harry Potter?
I've read Harry Potter. I'll only talk about Harry Potter.
Nanna, you have until the end of an episode to choose something, or we'll collectively choose one for you.
Ooh, fun.
Wait, what are my choices?
What are the choices, though? Are there 3 choices and that's it, or are there 4?
Oh no, I don't know. We're gonna pick something. We're gonna pick something equally as long and intricate as Harry Potter, Avengers, and Star Wars.
That's already not.
Say something, Nanna.
I thought it had to be one of the things in there.
No.
No, we'll come up with one more
We're
choice.
adding more to it now?
Well, you only have to pick one.
You've already done Harry Potter. You can join me on the Star Wars train. It doesn't seem too horrible.
No, that's fine.
Get.
Okay, but
Yeah, then Eddie has some company at least.
I've seen all of Star Wars.
Oh.
No clue what happened.
Watch it and you'll learn.
We'll get there.
I've seen every single Star Wars movie, and I couldn't tell you shit that happens in them.
Well, that'll be perfect then.
I feel like I don't remember what happens in it because I'm not meant to.
Nanna, make a choice or we'll do it.
By the end. Next question. Okay. Oh, is that me?
You.
103. That was written on a can next to me. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? Favorite kind of sandwich?
Roast beef with pepper jack cheese and pickles and mayonnaise and mustard and lettuce and tomato.
I mean, how big is that? Is that like this tall?
Oh, I mean, the way I make them, they're pretty stacked. Sometimes
Does a grilled cheese count as a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese is a sandwich.
That's mine.
I like a breakfast sandwich.
Ooh.
Sausage, egg, and cheese on a English muffin, preferably. Yeah. I'm not a big sandwich person anymore. I stopped eating cold cuts a long time ago just because I just didn't like them anymore. Like salami and cheese was my favorite cold cut sandwich, though, if that matters. But now, like, I feel like I'll have a breakfast sandwich. Today I had a breakfast sandwich for lunch. Like sausage, egg, and cheese on an onion bagel. It was really good.
Nice.
You can have breakfast anytime you want. And for some reason, when you said bagel, the Bagel Bites theme song just like played in my head, where it's like, if it's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. I mean, I feel like that just applies to anything that goes on a bagel.
I mean, I can have it anytime anyway, right?
I like fried chicken sandwich.
Fried chicken sandwich. That's
Yeah.
From where, Rad?
It doesn't really matter. If it's fried chicken on a sandwich.
Popeyes for me.
Oh, yeah, Popeyes.
Popeye's chicken sandwich in Florida, and it was amazing.
I haven't had their chicken sandwich yet. I just made their chicken into sandwiches
Get the
myself.
spicy one, that's all.
Yep, I was in there. I want Popeyes.
I'm so hungry.
I have some lasagna in the kitchen if you want some.
Well, you know what, Rad? When you're hungry, you can have Cheez-Its. Brought to you by Cheez-Its. White cheddar for Amanda.
George's eyes are like really creeping me out right now.
You don't like this?
It's just like straight
You
up.
don't like?
He was glaring.
How you turn off?
Favorite sandwiches. Stay on track. This time.
My favorite sandwich is an open face sandwich with some butter and some cheese and a tomato, maybe a nice cucumber, more tomato. I'm hungry.
No, I didn't even think about the open faced turkey sandwich with cranberry sauce and stuffing on it. That's good. I do love that too. Thanksgiving sandwich, as it is.
Great, except for the cranberry sauce. I'm like not really a big fan of cranberry sauce. Amanda made it once for me and it was amazing, but usually not my thing.
You made your own cranberry sauce, Amanda?
Yep.
It was so good.
It's very easy too.
Is it? I usually buy the can and like open it and slough it out of the can in a big
I
bowl.
don't think I could handle working with it out of the can because it freaks me out. I don't like when something arrives in my home with that texture already.
You know, like Jell-O?
No. I really don't. The only way I'm having Jell-O is if there's alcohol in it.
Damn.
I had a buddy of mine put edible glitter in his cranberry sauce.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah. It was
Like-
very like, I'm looking at it like, why is this sparkling? And he was like, I put glitter in it. I'm like, what? Tasted good.
Plaza
it
was like,
pretty?
did a stripper make this? Like, what happened?
I thought his girlfriend made it, but he made it. I was like, oh, all right.
Not calling his girlfriend a stripper.
No.
Was it pretty?
It was. It actually was.
I
I'm
hope
like,
he
this
does.
is fucking beautiful. Like, what is this? So shiny. But it was good.
What is edible glitter actually made out of?
It's like sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, I feel like that just kind of ruined it.
You like the expert? Like,
It's made from unicorn horns.
You just shave some off the unicorn, you're good.
yeah.
Did everybody answer the best sandwich?
Chicken bacon ranch for me.
From where?
Subway, even though I never have it. I haven't had one in probably over a year, but like I think about it often. I'm like, that's a really good sandwich for me.
The Subway chicken bacon
You
ranch?
think about it often?
I don't know why. It's really random, but like every now and then I do. I'm like, I haven't had that in a while. I should probably go stop by Subway. I never do though. I always wanted to back at Popeyes.
You thinking about the Subway meatball sandwich?
The chicken bacon ranch. That's what that's when I go there. When I go there, that's what I normally get. But I haven't been there in over a year, so
You should go tomorrow.
I might.
You'll have to.
I haven't been out the house since Thursday.
Oh, yes, you should go tomorrow then.
We'll probably get it delivered.
You can use Uber Eats and have it brought to you. You don't have to.
Uber Eats, Postmates, something.
Yeah.
There's this Subway in the Mass Ave Tea Stop that I always go to on my way home from the Hong Kong if it's after midnight.
Is there a reason why we're not checking to see if Subway delivers to you now?
No, I just ate. I'm good.
Oh.
That's the reason.
Eddie, where did you go?
Went to the kitchen to get a snack.
Oh.
I didn't have cheeses, but I found some Sour Patch Kids.
You guys ever come across this? This is the best thing ever. It's a dill pickle veggie dip, and it's amazing.
Oh no.
Did you want to go ahead and shout that brand name out, or?
What is it?
Marzetti.
What is it? What are you
Sponsored
eating?
by.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, so sponsored by Marzetti Veggie Dip.
There you go.
I don't know if we legally say that we're sponsored by them.
But
I do it every week. What are you talking about? Jesus.
I feel like we might run into some issues down the line.
Brought to you by Cheez-Its. I mean, so different.
I feel like that's different because brought to you by, that's not fancy language. Sponsored by? No, that's got an ounce of fancy. No.
Next question. Are we back to the beginning? Rad.
Lucky 7.
What? 7?
7.
All right. What the fuck? Who wrote this question? You're now a superhero with an unlikely power. It is the ability to shoot meatballs out of your nostrils, or the power to create force fields, but only around ants.
What?
You can shoot meatballs out of your nostrils,
It's not like give me 2 random choices.
or only create a force field around ants.
I'd rather pick that one than shooting meatballs out of my nostrils because I'm not going to eat the meatballs that come out of my own nose.
Brad, what happened to your microphone?
Oh, can you not hear me?
It's
A little
like,
muffled.
it's like
Like
you're far away.
A tunnel.
Or my wireless. Man. Let me move the computer.
But it sounded like you
Hear me
said,
better now?
no, same. Sounded like you said meatballs out of your nostrils, though.
I think she said she didn't want to eat
Oh, you
meatballs
did- you
that came out of
didn't.
her own nostrils.
You didn't want that.
Absolutely, exactly. That's what I said.
Okay. So force fields around ants.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but I'll think about it.
I mean, don't step on the ants after that because you fall.
I'm gonna have to agree with
Well,
Rad.
you couldn't step on the ant.
I don't want meatballs that come out of my nose. I don't know what I'm to do with this. Am I throwing it at people?
I mean, I guess you could sneeze on the plexiglass and just like cover it with meatballs.
Is that how I like mark my territory?
I mean, it's kind of like cloudy with a chance of meatballs, but out of your nose.
Yeah, no, I'll take the ant thing.
The ant thing.
I'll take the ant thing too, because I figure if I have enough ants on me, then I, in effect, have a force field also.
You're not Ant-Man. You don't control them.
No, but if they're on, if I make it so that they will, say I coat myself in sugar, and they come investigate and they're climbing all over me, then I too will have a force field because of the ants on me.
Hey, smart answer. Outsmarted the questioner.
That's fair. That's a good answer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'd have to agree with that because
I mean,
fuck the meatballs.
yeah, what are you going to do with the meatballs unless you're
I have
starving?
no idea. And just like Rad said, I'm not going to eat them. Like, I'm all set.
Right, they're shooting out of your nose. They're tiny little meatballs, I guess. They're like,
If you have a cold or like allergies or something.
COVID. I mean,
You no longer have boogers, you have meatballs.
and that's the thing. You don't have, your nose is clean other than meatballs now. I mean, it might be good. You can put them in spaghetti.
Oh, man.
Now, quick question. Are these meatballs that are shooting out of your nose, are they covered in sauce or are they just the meatball itself?
I love that you guys ask me qualifying questions every week. I have no fucking clue. I didn't write this shit. Yes, they're covered in sauce. Does that change?
I mean, it sounds more comfortable to shoot them out, but I guess
I
slightly.
mean, like, what's it seasoned with? I mean,
It's like some oregano, some Parmesan cheese, some garlic in there. I don't know. You get to pick that. I didn't write the question. It's everything that you find delicious, Suazo. Everything you find delicious. That's what they're seasoned in.
okay.
Oh wait, that's coming out of my nose though? I might take the meatballs if it's everything I find delicious. That might be worth it.
Right, you could put them in a bowl, like right under your nose.
But it would, like, I would need to know that there's not like my innards on it.
Really? Is that how we're gonna say that?
As hungry as the last question made me, I'm no longer hungry.
No, I'm like, I'm eating like,
Jesus. All right, so force fields around ants seems more popular. Yeah.
Wait,
you say what you
can I
picked, Jack?
guarantee that my innards are not coming out on the meatballs?
They're not. Your nose is clean, except for meatballs.
Meatballs. Then.
Meatballs. I think I don't know, like ants. I fucking hate ants. They're everywhere. They get into shit.
well, if you force field them, they can't move, can they?
You drop a Cheez-It on the ground and they fucking swarm it. Like you have to kill a bunch of them with your foot. And if you guys are force fielding them, I can't.
But if you can force field them, you control them.
Again, I'm not Ant-Man. So
no, but you can trap them in a force field. That
You
way
don't have to be Ant-Man.
trapping them in a force field now? That just sounds horrible. Can I move them?
more horrible than killing them, Jeff?
Can I move them, like with my mind?
That's
That's
how I
not part of the
pictured it.
superpower.
Is
Huh?
it not? I assume that if you have a force field, you can move the force field.
No, the ants have the force field, not you.
Right. They're protected. You're protecting them on your shit. You're like, oh, you're on my floor. Boom, force field. I can't do anything now. You try to vacuum them up, it breaks your vacuum. Try to sweep them off the floor.
I'm sticking with my meatballs.
I think I'm going with meatballs now. Fuck ants.
Plus, with the meatballs, guess what I will never, ever do?
Get hungry.
Starve.
Order meatballs?
But you don't have to.
That too. I would love to save that money.
That could be your new favorite sandwich. You just open it up and be like,
I would be willing to bet, though, that you get super sick of meatballs super fast,
absolutely. Yeah.
but then you would constantly be surrounded by meatballs. Like, imagine if you got a cold.
All right.
I
And
was
you gotta-
also hoping that I could control when the meatballs came out. I thought that it was more like I want meatballs now.
Pew, pew, pew.
I didn't think it was like a,
well, no, they don't just drip out like snot. They like, it's a superpower for fuck's
Do you
sake.
know this for sure, Jeff?
Yeah, it's a superpower. A superpower isn't like, it's not automatic.
Jeff, you need to contact whoever made these questions and give
no,
them
I agree with Jeff. With the superpower, you should be able to learn how to control it. So I feel like
Control it. It's just like you're not force fielding every ant you walk by.
Tell it to Elsa.
Well, she fucked up.
you didn't learn.
She didn't know how to control her shit.
Well, she was kept in secret for a
I
while.
know already.
Don't use your powers.
I definitely thought you were about to like burst into song.
No, I mean, that's what I got from the first 40 minutes of the first one I watched because I never finished the rest of it because there was too much singing.
What?
There was too much
I
singing.
hate
right, really?
that movie.
There was a song like every 11 minutes. And I'm like, no.
I hate that.
Frozen is so bad.
Maybe we should make you guys watch Frozen.
I've seen it. It hurts.
Hate the songs in fucking movies. Hate them.
No.
I'm gonna sing that "Let It Go" for karaoke next time we're all together.
I have a video of Eddie singing it. It was perfect. It started to snow like right then and there.
Yeah, that's why I don't sing that anymore.
My favorite video of Eddie.
Am I
I
Elsa?
don't find movies with songs because Trolls is an amazing movie.
Oh yeah.
Frozen is so annoying.
Jeff told me that Trolls was no bueno.
Trolls was so good. I heard the second one was iffy, but the first one was so good. I loved it.
When did I
I
say
didn't
that?
watch the second.
Maybe Catherine
one.
told me
I'm not
that.
ready for it to be ruined.
Oh, I did not.
I love the first Trolls movie, and
He said it was really dark with the cannibalistic theme and everything.
I did tell you that, but I was fine with that.
I was like, isn't that like Smurfs?
It's like your favorite villain, Hannibal Lecter.
I didn't say he's my favorite villain. He's just like a badass villain.
What was your favorite movie villain? That's what the question was. Favorite.
oh no, I know my favorite movie villain.
Oh God, what?
Oh no, that was like
Dr.
6 questions.
Five.
Who?
Dr. Fibes.
Who's that?
Never mind. I'm done with you all.
Is that something else we need to watch?
Like Secret Window, Dr. Fives, all these references that
Dr.
are
Fives? Like
obscure.
Like Phibes.
Dr. Fives? Where's he from?
I mean, I don't remember his whole thing. Essentially, like I think he was married to a woman and then she died, and he's like trying to get his revenge.
The
And, like,
abominable Dr. Fives.
Mm-hmm. Vincent Price is a lovely man.
1971 British dark comedy horror film.
Oh, no.
I'll watch that. Yeah.
You know what? I think I want to watch that again too, because I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
You can watch it after we finish picking what you're gonna watch.
Right.
First.
I'm gonna watch it this week. We'll talk about it. All right. Meatballs and fucking ants with force fields. Done. Who's next? You guys changed order on my screen, so I don't know who was next.
You just picked that question, did you
Is
not?
that me or Red?
I think I picked it. Yeah, sorry, guys. That was bad.
Suazo.
That'll be me, 78.
78. Oh, I don't think anybody's ever picked 78. 78. Have you ever dropped food on the floor and then picked it up and ate it?
Yep.
Just this morning.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's what we're looking.
If you have not
Who are
done
you,
that, you're lying.
pandemic?
You're lying if you have never done that before.
Definitely done that.
They definitely teach the 5-second rule in school now.
No, there's no 5-second rule.
Yeah, there is.
No, I was watching a show called Brainchild, and they talked about the 5-second rule. And they said it doesn't exist.
Okay. They're lying.
It does.
That doesn't mean we're still not going to eat it. I'm just saying it doesn't exist.
You pick it up, you blow it off
Of
real
course it
fast.
doesn't exist.
You make
We
sure.
all know it doesn't exist.
It's just what we tell ourselves so that we can go on doing what we want to do.
I mean, I agree. I'm with you on that. I agree. I just not. I just don't. I just telling you it's not real, but we all lie about it to ourselves. That's it.
That was easy enough.
Okay. Next question. Amanda.
Let me get number 87.
87. That's an easy one. What time do you normally go to bed?
Oh man, that's not easy.
All right.
So I generally, during the winter, it gets dark early, which
Are
I
you a
really
bear?
like because I go to sleep when it gets dark. So the
Like at
stars are a little
4:45 p.m.
Oh yeah, I totally will do that. Yep. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, so so it's not as bad as it sounds.
So wait, you let
Which
this.
is why it's why I leave the Hong Kong at like 7:30, 8 o'clock,
You do.
because I need to go home and
It
go
all
to bed.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you let the seasons determine your bedtime.
Summer suck, man. It is light late.
But you get to do so much more.
You know. No thanks.
I didn't know
That's
you
my
were
answer.
so cool by the sun.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a vampire thing? Like when the sun?
She's a reverse vampire.
It's reverse vampire, yeah.
I feel like I should go to bed by like 11, but I go to bed anywhere between like 11 and 2 something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a night owl, so it's like the second wind kicks in.
I hate to sleep because it's such a waste of time. I love getting the rest, but I don't love the sleep part because I feel like I'm missing shit that I want to do. So I fight it.
Even at 3 in the morning?
No, at 3 in the morning I'm good. I'm because at 3 in the morning, it depends where I am, right? If I'm out at 3 in the
When
morning,
the best stuff happens, because it's after midnight, in the middle of between night and morning.
Yep. If it's 3 in the morning and I'm out, I'm still awake, and I'm like, I don't fuck. I'm gonna go do something else. If it's 3 in the morning and I'm at home, I'm trying to read or watch a movie or watch a show, and I'm just falling asleep as I watch. This is why it's taking me so long to read Harry Potter. And then but I hate that because I want to read something or I want to watch something, and then I'm falling asleep while I'm doing it, and that's probably anytime after 11. But I like staying up later, but then I realize at like 2, 3 in the morning that I have to get up soon, and I get really frustrated because I want to stay awake. So I hate sleeping, but I must sleep. Yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, you have even worse FOMO than I do.
Oh, I fucking hate missing shit. Like, it's missing my own shit. It's not just missing what's going on. It's missing my own stuff. Like, I know I want to read, like, Harry Potter's a good example. I know I want to get through it. I want to know what happens now.
Ooh.
Well, no, book 2 is not that good, but I know that some of them are. So, like, I want to get to the good shit, but now I'm, like, falling asleep while I read the boring part. So I have fear of missing out on things that I want to do, not like what other people are doing all the time, necessarily. That too, but not every day. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, during quarantine, I've been going to bed around like 12 or 1, but when I'm working, I usually don't go to bed until like 4:35 in the morning.
Oh, man, that's opposite for me. Granted, we have different schedules, because you work at night. But I'm not working now, but when I am working, I'm going to bed anywhere between 11 and 2. Now that I have not been working, I've been going to bed anywhere between 2 and 9.
9 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've stayed up as late as 9 a.m. just because, like, I'm usually now, if I do go to bed at like 6 the day before, I'm waking up at like 11 or 12, and then I'm up forever. I might take a nap during the day, and then that might be it. And then I'm up till like 5 in the morning easily. So, but that's just been during quarantine. I have to change my sleep schedule, obviously, once I get employed again, hopefully in a month. But yeah, like this afternoon I woke up at 1 p.m., but I went to bed at 6. So
you basically turned yourself into a night worker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the overnight shift.
Yep.
But this is like the rare window of time when you and Amanda are awake at the same time.
Yeah, right. Yep. When she's waking up, I'm still awake, ready to go to sleep.
Who didn't answer this yet?
I think I didn't. Quarantine has my body very confused about things.
Yep.
So now, like, I'm watching a couple of boys twice a week so that I have to be up early in the morning for. So then I'll just, like, leave my curtains open because then I'll just wake up when it gets light outside. But I'll go to bed at around, like, midnight then. But if I don't have that happening the next day, I might go to bed at 9 p.m. I might go to bed at 6 a.m. I might go to bed at 1. I don't know. I don't know.
Into people waking up at 6 a.m. is making me tired. I'm like,
I know. I was like, I'm a night person, but I don't know that I would stay awake till 6 these days.
yeah.
But I understand what you mean, like quarantine. But it's also because I have to wake up with the, the banders.
See, I'm not a night person. I'm not somebody who sleeps a lot. So my body is just like, I don't care when you're gonna get your couple of hours.
Yeah, I might sleep differently too if I didn't have kids waking me up at some point. I know they're gonna get up, and I get up before them anyway. But if I go back to bed, they just fucking get up. So.
Hey, I'll have you know that my upstairs neighbor apparently is deaf in the morning, so he has 17,000 different alarms that wake him up.
Oh my God.
Vibrates the floor, so I will wake up sometimes.
Oh wow.
That's terrible. You can hear that every day?
Yes, it vibrates the floor.
Woo. What kind of an alarm vibrates the floor? It's like a ball that rolls off the couch or the table and fucking hits the floor.
It's insane.
Well, they make those. I'm not kidding. They make the ones that like you can't stop because you don't want to
roll it. Yeah, you have to chase it.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, because you don't want to like people that set snooze off too many times, and they.
Oh, that's me.
And so they make one that like sets off and like rolls off the table, and it like rolls around your room making noise and shit, and you have to chase it.
That's so
you can't go back to sleep. I mean, you can go back to sleep, but I would throw the fucking thing out the window myself.
There's one where it's like you have to do a puzzle in the morning, and I've like looked into it because I'm like, you know what, I have trouble waking up. I feel like it's gonna wake my brain up if I have to figure out some sort of shit to shut it off. I feel like that'd be.
I hate being confronted with like a task first thing when I open my eyes. That's so rude. And I love a good puzzle. Not when I open my eyes.
The puzzle alarm clock right here on Amazon.
Puzzle alarm clock for heavy sleepers.
No.
Alexa, order Jeff a puzzle alarm clock.
I feel like if people, like, how are people not waking up, like, if they have their curtains open?
Oh, I can totally sleep through that. I don't even have curtains up right now, and I can totally sleep through that. Like, yeah.
The sun doesn't wake you up?
I mean, it would, but I'm, like, so tired. I'm, like, in such a sleep deficit that, like, if you let me, I could probably sleep, like, 14 hours straight.
Makes me very concerned that there's alarm clocks that will shake your bed.
I think that might be.
I just sent you a link to Clocky, the clock on wheels.
Sounds a little scary, Clocky. Sounds a bit like Chucky.
There's a wrist shock alarm clock.
Wow.
I think I have too many piercings.
I don't need to be shocked awake.
I am so concerned about how heavy some of y'all are sleeping.
This could have been a question all of its own. I don't even know what the actual question was. This could have been its own question, like how do you wake up in the morning? This was like what time do you go to bed, but how do you wake up is a more interesting question.
Yeah, if it's really important, I need to make Paul wake me up.
Yeah, I mean, I hit snooze like 6 times, no lie, but I have music on my phone waking me up. Maybe that's the problem.
I have 10 different alarms set for anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes apart, so it gradually helps me wake up.
Right, and that's what mine does too, but it's always the same alarm. I should do it your way, so I hear different music every time at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it helps.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just set separate alarms and then shut them off.
Do you have to walk to shut them off, Eddie?
Do I? No, it's like right next to my bed, but the more frequently I have to shut them off, like the more awake I get, and I'm like, all right, fine, it's time to get up. Like,
put the alarm across the room.
Well,
It'll make you get up.
I mean, I do it. So I have it like I do all my alarms on my phone, and my phone charger is like next to like on my nightstand next to my bed. So I don't know. I don't think it would work.
Put the charger across the room too.
Fair. No, I've got a 5:30 alarm, and pre-pandemic I had also a 6 and a 6:30. The 5:30 was the get up, shower. The 6 was wake up again, dry my hair, and then out the door. The 6:30 was the you better be on the train. Now it's 5:30, 7, and 7:30. And I generally wake a few minutes before my 5:30 alarm. Winter or summer, it doesn't matter.
So you're
Do
not
you
getting
still have to go into work right now, Amanda, or you're working from home?
Yeah, no, I'm still working from home. I'll be one of the last ones going back into the office.
Yeah, starting next week, we're going back 2 days a week.
Oh, wow.
In the office 2 days a week and home the other 3. But yeah, we'll see. All right. That was the bedtime question. Did everybody answer that? Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then some. All right. Who's next? Eddie? 69.
20.
20. What's the wildest thing? What's the wildest thing you've ever done in a hotel room?
Oh, wow. I feel like you should save Eddie for last, because like save the best for last.
Great question.
What?
No, actually, after last week, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I rented like it wasn't like a hotel room, it was a motel room.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Cheaper.
And it was bad because it was one of those ones you could rent by the hour.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta go somewhere for a couple of hours.
It was like 2 a.m, and I met up with this guy, and we had sex in every single possible place in that room that you could.
Sweet.
Was it like a suite? Like how many spaces?
Jeff, it was a
I was
motel.
saying
It
sweet to
was
say
no
sweet.
Sweet.
I still remember the play. Oh my god. I need a drink.
I love there's always a question every week where we break Eddie.
I've just realized what my answer is, and I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. It's gonna be really tough for me to get out there because it's not great. It's not great for me.
So you're not answering it, is what you're saying.
Well,
I answer it, not yet though.
I'm gonna answer it.
All right.
This is the wildest thing we've ever done in a hotel room.
Yeah.
I would say this is a no judgment zone, but we're being recorded, so.
Correct. We are being recorded. It's still a no judgment zone.
It is still a no judgment zone, but who's to say whoever watches this will not do the same thing, you know?
Fuck them then.
Amongst ourselves, we're not judging each other.
Correct.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that Suazo, Jeff, or Eddie would ever be in this position because it's a very unique situation that I had going. So I was in Prague, and for some reason I did like pub crawls like 2 nights in a row, and each of the nights I did not end up back at my own hostel.
Sounds familiar to me so far.
Yeah. So on the last night, well, the last like morning there, I wake up and I'm like, shit, need to go to my hostel to get my shit so I can go back to Germany. Get back to the hostel, and like all of my friends, they're checking out. So I make one of them run with me to the door so I still have the key so I can get in to shower. Because where I woke up, I also found out that I was now menstruating. And it was a lot. So I took a shower, even though this was like past the time, like checkout time, but I gave the key to my friend. So all I had to do was just like walk out. And then I left Prague.
Okay.
That's true. That can't happen to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never done anything crazy in a hotel room.
Yeah.
True.
I almost set a hotel room on fire. I did set it on fire. We just put the fire out before it spread.
Okay.
We were drinking. I was in the military. I was in Mississippi in Biloxi. We were in a hotel. We book every weekend. We book hotels like Friday night to Sunday morning. We'd stay because we had to be in the barracks and shit during the week. And we were drinking a lot of whatever. And somebody poured Everclear into a concave, right? Concave glass, the bottom of a glass. It was like a bowl, and then they lit it.
Oh boy.
And I was like, "What the fuck are
man.
you doing? Why are we doing that?" And I blew it out.
Oh.
Curtains,
Oh my God.
onto the curtains of the hotel,
Oh.
and it just went.
And you were directly responsible for that. Yeah.
I was, because I blew out the fire, or blew the fire into the direction of the curtains,
Oh god.
and the curtains went up in flames, just like big, huge blaze.
Oh my
We ripped
God.
them down off the wall like as fast as we broke the curtain. Obviously, we broke the curtain rods, but we ripped the curtains down and like stomped the shit out of it. But like, yeah, almost. It was almost.
And what did we learn?
Don't blow out Everclear. Just drink it.
We don't even drink Everclear.
No, Everclear burns. So yes, that's I've never had
By
it.
itself, you don't drink it.
No, I've never had any since then.
Except in scorpion bowl form.
If that's what's in the Scorpion Bowl, then
Yeah, it is.
I thought that was 151.
Oh, really? I thought it was Everclear.
It's probably one.
At least in America's Best Bars, that episode of the Hong Kong is there. I thought they said they put Everclear in it.
Who
No.
said that? They revealed secret of the.
They revealed the secret. Don't you remember that when we aired the episode?
Wait, they did?
I wasn't listening. I was just watching it because I was hosting that night, I think. And I was.
No, I
trying
was
to-
hosting that night, and then Rachel took the mic. Or were you hosting? I thought
I think
Rachel
I
took
was
the mic and
hosting
she held
because
it up
I-
to the. You were hosting the night it was recorded, and I was hosting the night it aired. I think.
I thought it was the other way around, but either way, yes. Because I remember climbing the thing,
Yeah.
and holding the microphone up to the speaker.
Is it
Yeah.
even legal in Massachusetts to serve Everclear at an establishment?
Is it not?
It's like a I don't know. It's a really high proof.
Clearly, it's like jet
Yeah,
fuel.
because it's such a high proof. And Massachusetts is so
I
strict
don't know
with
if you
that
could
shit.
do it by itself.
I was gonna say, like, even with like 151, they don't really put it in anything. They just use it to light on fire for that effect. I don't think
Yeah.
the
Right,
most
well,
you
that's
get
what I
is, like,
use it for as well. Yes, that's all it does in my mind. It burns.
Now, Jeff, did you ever go back to that particular hotel?
Yeah, I mean, we went back every weekend until we got kicked out. Every weekend we went back until we got kicked out of there because there were new people that came out with us, and they decided it was fun to jump off the balcony into the pool.
so that's why you got kicked out. Not they
That's
didn't.
why we got kicked out. Yeah, nobody said anything about the curtains. It was weird.
But would someone have noticed?
But yeah,
Right.
we got kicked out for that. We didn't get kicked out. Everyone got kicked out because of the people.
Charred curtains in the hotel floor.
Right. I don't know how that I didn't pay for that somehow, but yeah, we were mad about that. It was a great hotel. Like the owner used to give us like back section to go partying, and he would give us like we'd book like one room, and like 10 people would just stay in it, and they were fine with that. The hotel guy, the owner, knew that, but yeah, that got ruined, and then we ended up at some other shitbag hotel, which was also fine, but not the same.
Same.
But that's the only one I tried to light on fire. By try, I meant accidentally blowing out fire.
You know, just in case the cops are watching, Jeff. You don't want to.
No, I didn't really. That's how it happened. It was an accident in Biloxi. Yeah. Anyway, who else? Who else has wild
I
things?
feel like my story's not as wild, but perhaps unsurprisingly, my bachelorette party was pirate themed, and it was in a hotel. My friends like repurposed the room, and they had these like black streamers everywhere, and they had this whole spread with like Rolls Gold and pirates booty and rum. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm sure like the next day people must be like, what happened here? It was like a pirate ship exploded in that.
Did you
Like
leave all the
gold,
shit
like
behind?
the empty shells of gold coins and like Captain Morgans everywhere.
They're like, there'd be pirates here last night.
Jolly Rogers hung up all over the roof. These people are strange, you know.
They were like, what kind of fetish do these people have that were here last night? This fucking, that's cool. That's fun. I can't believe you left all that shit behind. You didn't take it with you?
As much as I could in my suitcase, you know, in the hoarding tendencies, but.
Who else? Who hasn't answered this one yet?
I haven't, but I don't really have anything crazy that I've done in the hotel room.
Not that you can tell us recorded. Okay.
I swear, I wish I could say something crazy, but no. All the basic things you do in the hotel room. That's about it. Nothing crazy.
All right, next question then. Who's the next question?
I think Nanna.
Nanna.
Okay. 91.
91. 91. If you could morph two animals into a super animal, which two animals would you choose and why?
Elephant and cheetah.
Oh,
Fast fucking elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant and what?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. Oh man, damn.
Yeah.
That was very, very quick and very specific and very not what I expected.
Yeah.
wait, why?
And dangerous.
You're welcome.
Why?
That is dangerous. Imagine getting trampled by a fast elephant.
It's a cheetah for.
Listen, if that's how I go, that's how I go.
A cheetah-phant. I can't. I don't know. Fucking two animals.
Ooh, maybe.
No, it could be the Alita. It sounds elite.
Oh, Alita. That's good. I would definitely choose an eagle and a horse, and that would be pretty close to a Pegasus.
But why wouldn't you just take a Pegasus? Or does it have to be a real animal?
Yes, it can't be imaginary. Yeah.
Oh, never
Or
mind
take
that.
a narwhal and a horse and make a unicorn.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
You're gonna want a Pegasus.
Useful than a unicorn, yeah.
One of
Yeah, a
these,
narwhal corn is not as useful as a unicorn.
right? Because a unicorn, you could shave its horn off and make some glitter.
Oh,
And that's how you make glitter shots, right? Nobody said glitter jello
Did you
shots.
turn this into some sort of coaching show?
No, you're not killing it and taking the horn. You're just shaving some magic off. You just shave a little bit of magic.
You're a monster, Jeff.
It's harmless. God damn it. It's harmless. They just grow right back.
Do they? Is that how unicorn horns work?
Well, they're
Like
magic
nails.
creatures.
They're like
Magic.
your nails. Your nails grow back when you clip them.
They're not pictures.
What?
Things don't exist.
You're making Nana cry.
I'm gonna go with a whale and a snapping turtle, so that way they wouldn't be hunted because they could fend for themselves.
Ooh.
Aw, I love that.
Ooh.
But also, imagine the footage that would be on planet Earth.
Right?
Yo! Those battles would be epic.
Right. I did see a picture of a squirrel and a tiger that I posted on Facebook. That was pretty cool. I'm almost in favor. A squigger. I'm almost in favor of that animal. That's pretty cool.
Is it as big as a squirrel, or is it as
Squirrel
big as...
size with a tiger face? Like, yeah.
Those are
That
terrifying.
seems like pretty useless, but
Those things are
cute.
so fast.
I don't know. You can look on my Facebook and find it. Never mind. I'll just post it again. Yeah.
Can't post it too many times.
No. One more time. The squigger.
This makes me think
I
of those
feel
like
like
very
it should be called a squigger. Like a
Squigger.
squirrel and Tigger.
the wonderful thing about squiggers.
I don't know if that's like the animal I would want, but
I would not recommend that because somebody would fuck that up.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
Why do white people have to ruin everything?
I know. I didn't think about it.
Fucking white people.
Squeakers are wonderful things.
Yes, Amanda.
I know.
Better keep it real.
And I would just like to be clear, Amanda is not the white person who ruined that for me. It's the white people that she was referring to.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
I would never blame Amanda for systemic racism.
No, of course not. Okay.
You're just pointing out the a-holes that would ruin the squigger.
And there are many of them. You know who you are if you're watching, and if you are, I'm unfriending you. It doesn't matter. So
I have friended them because sometimes it's just interesting to see. Like, it's just really interesting to see, like, the very, very stupid comments that they'll publicly post.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
Ooh, I have one. A
You
killer
have
whale and a hawk.
A what?
A killer whale.
Where would it live?
I don't know.
I mean,
Wherever it wants.
yeah.
They can breathe,
Right?
they can
Wherever
breathe
it
air. So I don't know.
So it's kind of
would
like
have
a
gills.
duck in terms of where it can be.
Is that like a
Hawk would
fish and a
have gills.
gorilla? Like,
It can live underwater if it wants to, or live on land.
Or like a turtle.
yeah, it would be the creepiest animal ever. It could live wherever it wants.
Creepiest animal ever.
Now,
And the creepiest animal ever award goes to Eddie.
Does this killer whale have like hawk feet?
yeah, like I'm
Oh.
trying to figure out also. Is it like the killer whale body with like wings coming out
It
of
is like
it?
fly and land on people.
It's like a killer whale body with like, yeah, the giant ass wings, and then it still has like the dorsal fin.
That's a scary fucking animal.
Yeah, I would not want to see that
I want
flying in the air. I don't want to
I
see it
want
in
an
the air.
artist rendering of all these animals.
Is it the killer whale head
It's
too?
gonna have like a sharp ass beak, but it's also gonna have like the sharp teeth. And instead of like where like the flappy tail is, it's gonna have little hawk claws, so it can just like whew.
People who made Sharknado don't know nothing.
They didn't know about that. Woof.
Should I contact them? Should we make another movie?
We should not contact them. We should just make it.
Hawk whale NATO.
Is there a way to get all of our creatures together in a film?
Like their own Marvel universe.
Yes. Yes, they could each have
They could
origin
be Tail
stories.
Vengers.
Should we make a children's
We
book?
each have origin stories.
But wait, what did we all say? I'm gonna write that down. We'll get a nice-
Nana,
have
does your
origin
cheetah
stories.
have spots?
the elephant cheetah.
The Tail Vengers.
The
Elephant cheetah.
ears have spots.
Nice.
The
No, we'll-
tail has spots.
We'll figure out what they look
And
like
then
later.
like the feet. Like it looks like shoes. Spots.
I miss you, Nana.
Print shoes.
Wait, what did everyone else say? I have the hawk,
Dynamite just like popped into my head.
they have the hawk whale, the spider, and the elephant cheetah. What were the others?
I don't have one.
It was a Pegasus. It was an eagle horse.
We were gonna make a Pegasus. Yes.
Yeah.
A real
Oh,
one.
I do want to also make it clear with my Elita or my cheetah.
Is it an Alita or-
Cheetah fence.
Actually, I think that Elita should be something that they have to work towards becoming.
Oh.
It
Like,
starts
no
out-
static.
But I just want to make it clear it has the exact shape of an elephant. Like it is only really a cheetah in the spots where it's like spotted and it's just really, really fast.
Okay.
So still with the trunk
But
and
then also
everything.
maybe it could be furry like a cheetah so you can pet it. But it would still be gray
An
like an
elephant.
What does it start out as if it ends as an Alita? Because right, it would be elite then.
It starts as a cheetah.
Oh,
Yeah.
starts as a cheetah and just turns into a.
No,
No,
it
a
starts
cheetah
as a
fin.
cheetah fin.
Oh, it's cheetah fin. Sorry, I didn't hear that whole thing.
Jesus.
This is
Taking notes. I'm taking notes.
This is starting to sound a little bit like Pokemon, you know, where
Yeah, it is. It is.
Level up.
I never saw that
The
movie.
Peter
I heard it was pretty good.
Charmander. What does he come? What does he become after that? But before Charizard?
Charmeleon.
Is that what it is? Charmeleon?
I like how the youngest in this crew are Pokemon fans.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I just really liked playing the Game Boy games. But I only like Charizard.
Oh, okay. You're not like some kind of Jigglypuff person?
No, I really only like Charizard. He sets stuff on fire.
I don't know none of the motherfuckers.
I set stuff on fire.
I hang out with you, don't I?
Almost in a very similar way.
True. Right.
They both use Everclear.
All right, next question. Who's the next question asker?
You.
Oh, got to be a number somewhere around here. 100% real cheese.
Oh, I want Fritos.
Chili cheese Fritos.
Ooh.
Oh, another sleeping question. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out?
Oh, out, of course.
Out.
I sleep loose.
Yeah,
I don't
try
understand sleep tight bitches.
No.
Why do people say sleep tight?
Because they like to be
they
tucked-
tuck in their sheets in the mattress.
I don't know. Says,
I assume
There's a
that-
sleep tight group.
yes, that's what the phrase sleep tight I was talking about. But yeah, do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Out. I hate fucking blankets.
I sleep loose.
Yeah.
Loose.
That's why we're all friends. We might not all dry our feet before they hit the bath mat, but we all sleep loose.
So I think people think it's weird.
I almost forgot.
I
Eddie,
don't
I almost
Tuck
forgot.
yourself in, Eddie?
I don't wear a top sheet. Like I have like the stretchy one that goes over the mattress, and then like a comforter. I don't do that extra sheet because that shit gets all
Ooh.
messy. It gets all messy and weird, and like you like making your bed in the morning.
Yes.
I don't like sweating into the comforter at night. I like to have like some space, some. Yeah.
I just have a sheet that I sleep under, and there's a blanket on my bed, but I always kick it off. I like the sheet, and that's it. I'll sleep under a sheet.
I
and
just use the comforter.
Oh, the opposite.
Well, sometimes it depends.
But still loose. You don't
It's
tuck
still
it in.
loose. It's still loose. Yeah. In the summertime, I'm on top of everything. I don't even like. It's hot. Fuck
Oh,
that.
100%. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm sleeping on my comforter tonight. It's so hot. I'm gonna do this.
This is not how I live my life.
When he does that in 2 weeks, he'll be naked.
Oh boy.
You not have ACs in your rooms.
I do, but it still gets hot.
My
I do.
AC's in my living room.
See,
I would sleep in the living room.
yeah.
Well,
I can't
I'm
sleep
not
without.
sleeping anywhere where I can't put a
It's
blanket.
installed. It's installed with the apartment. So yeah, sometimes I fall asleep out here, but it gets cold. I don't turn it off sometimes because it's fucking hot.
If
Yeah, I
I'm
can't sleep without
sleeping
it.
over a blanket, that means that something is broken, and I'm sad.
No, I can't sleep without an air conditioner now, and my son is now the same way. He has an air conditioner on in his room and a fucking huge fan blowing on
Both?
his head. Yeah, he has both on. He has an air conditioner in his room, a fan blowing on him, and then he'll like bury himself under covers. And I'm like, just shut the fucking air off if you're hot.
No, but you have to have the air on so that you want to go under the blanket.
That's what he does.
It helps me
Hey Jim,
sleep.
I have a question for you. When you speak to your kids, are you able to stop using the F-bomb?
I don't have to anymore because they fucking
Do they curse?
they do.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm trying to break
god.
that. I'm trying to break that because they're not really. They
I
should.
just have a hard time imagining you not cursing. So
So I don't do it as much.
How old are they?
8 and 11 now. So
no way, really?
yeah. So they don't do it as much,
When did that happen?
and I'm trying to break them of it. The
I
older
mean, it's too late. One's about to be a teenager soon, so
right. And he's the
What
one
age
that
to stop
be fair-
caring? Bigger?
he's the one that's like bleep bleep. He'll be like bloop instead of saying it. The other one, 8-year-old, no.
Fuck you, Dad.
No, it's not fuck you, Dad, but she'll be like playing a game, And she'll be like, shit, shit, shit. And I'm like, no. No.
I mean, at least they're not cursing at you.
And then the other one, like, she'll tell her brother, like, she'll be like, you're a fuck. And I'm like, stop it.
Wow.
Oh man.
I like that insult though.
No, we're working on that. She's not. She needs to learn that she can't do that whenever she wants. We
I mean,
like,
it's slightly more age appropriate from an 8-year-old, and my friend's 2-year-old was like, "It's fucking broken" about the toy.
right. I mean, it's,
So you laugh when they curse, like 2-year-old.
I mean, it's funny, but you can't laugh. Like,
You're not supposed to laugh.
Yeah.
Right. But they know. They know she's. We told her she can do it in her room. That's it. If she's angry or whatever, she's 8. She fucking does whatever she wants. She's like, no, it's bad. We need to make sure she doesn't go back to school doing that because. But the other one, yeah, he's better. He knows not to do it. Now he just goes bloop whatever he wants to swear.
At what age do you think you'll be like comfortable with them just cursing without you being like, no?
I don't really care right now, but it's not acceptable in public. Like,
when is it acceptable in public?
It's not well when you're older. You're an adult.
Oh, but like, what's the age for that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I still get yelled at for it, but
He does.
right. I mean, I don't know what's acceptable to me. Like, who cares? It's a word, but as long as they're not directing it at someone.
Yeah, as long as they're not like in the wrong place, I guess.
Right. If someone's like "fuck you," like that's different. If someone's like "fuck, I screwed up," like that's to me that's a different thing. But
or "fuck my toe."
Whatever. If somebody kicks the thing, yeah. If they get hurt, like I don't really care. But it's not socially acceptable for them to use those words. Generally.
Says who?
What?
Says who?
Well, like in school.
Society, I think, is what he was referring to.
Well, I don't make the rules. But I don't know. Whatever. Let's went off on a tangent. Yeah,
as we do.
Yeah, my kids fucking swear. So what?
I used to swear when I was younger. Too. My mom used to ask me where I learned all those words. I'm like, well.
I mean, I know where they learned it from. School. I told the principal one day, because I work at the schools, I told the principal one day, I was like, I'm really, really sorry if my kid drops an F-bomb in class. Just, like, call me in, like, yell at me, like, and then I'll yell at him because you yelled at me. It's fine.
Was it the other day Paul said, damn it, in front of Ravi, who was 4? And Ravi was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? And I was like, oh, he said damage, you know? And so I saw Ravi like pounding the table one day going, damage!
Nice cover.
I also kind of just want him to continue doing that for the rest of the time.
Well, I've made cartoons and movies and shit, and they've wanted to read the cartoons and they've wanted to see the movies. And they all have some swears in them. Yeah. So now I'm making a new one, and they're like, "Let me see what you're doing," and I'm like, "Oh, this one has more swears than all of them." And they have parts in it, so I have to let them watch it because they're in it. So like, yeah.
Oh, interesting, cool.
It's all animated, and they did their voices and stuff. So.
Well, that's something I want to see sometime.
Oh, well, it's done. It's almost done. Eddie and Amanda have roles.
Oh, cool.
Is there a way you can set this up in like a drive-in setting?
It's not that good.
I still feel like we should treat it as
such. And it's a Kowloon.
I'll do a watch party.
Then it's a Kowloon.
I'll put a watch party on Facebook for the fun of it, but I don't think it's that good that people are going to love it.
That's not what I want. The drive-in experience, Jeff.
I can't broadcast it.
Oh no, you don't have a car.
Right? What are you gonna sit in the parking lot?
But she has friends.
I have friends.
Like you don't have platinum passes to go.
Maybe we can get them.
Okay, I might not have them yet, but trust me, when they're available.
All right, well, I took this way off topic. Whose question? We have time for 3 more questions.
That last one was yours, right?
I did the last one, so it's back to Rad.
43.
The cat. What product would you seriously stockpile if you found out they weren't going to sell it anymore?
Toilet paper.
Right.
Well, this is a little too close to home.
I was thinking about the time that Hostess stopped making Twinkies. And I was like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Stupid.
I bought a ton of Twinkies that time.
Well, so I didn't, and I was so pissed that I didn't. And then, like, when they came back, I was like, oh my God, Twinkies are back. And I haven't eaten them since.
Ungrateful wretch.
Yeah. I know. I loved them for like a week after they came back.
For me, it would be Slim Jims.
Slim Jims.
Ooh, I didn't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that with Slim Jims, because here's the thing about those. They expire, and when they are expired, they do not taste good.
Ooh, I didn't know
Okay,
that.
fine. Beef jerky, but you can make your own beef jerky.
Right.
Hey, Suazo, I like that old school Mickey on your sofa.
Oh, yes,
Very cool.
Ooh.
yes, old school Mickey. But I also have old school Four Loko.
Oh my God.
Did you
This is-
stockpile that?
This is the old one before they replaced it with the new whatever they did to it. So
How
once
many of these cans do you have in your house?
no, just the one, because I never just the one. I did not stockpile. But when I heard that they were not making it the old way, I decided just to grab one just to have it. I've had this for a long time in my fridge.
Hey, Suazo.
Yeah.
Nana's at your window behind you. He's right at the window, right behind you. Don't turn around.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of these?
No, but I'll
Partake?
I'll
Are you
try.
ever gonna open it?
I don't know if I'm waiting for the right. I have no idea what the right time would be, but
Does it expire?
I was looking for a date.
Does it
But-
matter?
I don't think so.
See,
It-
those are the things that keep you up
Can I-
past midnight and get you in bad decisions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tonight at
do
12:01.
Do not have this
Suazo.
past midnight.
That's at 12:01 tonight. You're gonna open that.
Nah, buddy.
Have energy drink in them. The old school ones do at least. And do with those things, you're doing bad things.
All I know is I had like the first time I ever had this probably 7-8 years ago. Went to visit my college and I had a half of one. I don't remember that night.
Oh my God.
So you bought one to hold on to just in case.
No.
Is it like a Red Bull?
I don't know.
It's
I have
worse-
no idea.
No, it's worse than Red Bull. I forget what's in it, but there's something in there that's not good. That's why they stopped making it. But
Oh,
Those ones had caffeine in it, and that's why they stopped selling it, because people were chugging them.
had what in it?
They have caffeine. The old ones have
Oh,
caffeine.
caffeine. Yeah.
When they don't.
Oh,
Yeah, they stopped selling because they were fucking dangerous.
right. So Suazo, next time you do something you want to forget, just chug that fucking thing.
Oh man.
They
Not
are
only
not
half
our
of it.
sponsor.
But only half of it. Brought to you by Old Four Loko.
Along with expired Slim Jim.
Old Four Loko and some expired Slim Jims. Let's go back to the old West and drink and eat that.
With a side of meatballs out your nose.
Who else is stockpiling shit?
Was it just anything?
Anything you found out they weren't going to sell it anymore. What
Oh,
would you-
pasta. Absolute pasta.
pasta. Anything, any kind.
Pasta.
oh shit.
Yeah, but you can make your own
Yeah.
pasta.
Oh, that's true. Fuck.
You can what? What did you
Make
say?
your own, I guess.
You can
You
make,
can make your
own.
own pasta, apparently.
I mean,
Oh
technically,
yeah,
you can
no,
make
I'm
your
not
own
doing
anything.
that. So
but
I'm still gonna
pasta's-
stockpile the pasta. Eddie, if you want to change your answer, you go right ahead. I'm not making my own pasta.
Out of that. Now I'm like,
Pasta has an expiration date too, Nana.
Yeah, but it's not as soon as the Slim Jim experience that I had a few weeks ago when I had an expired one.
A few weeks ago.
A few
What?
weeks ago.
Like it's so recent.
Did you stockpile that?
Oh, that's when we were talking about Slim Jims earlier. You went like this. Oh.
No, I love Slim Jims, but a few weeks ago there was an instant I can't say the word right now.
Incident.
Yep, whatever. My friend bought the Slim Jims. It was her first time trying it, and she was chewing it, and she was like, and I was like, it should be like crisp and have like a snap and also be juicy. And as she's chewing it, she's like, it doesn't really feel that way. And she gets a few bites into it, and then I open mine, and I'm like,
Oh,
Oh man.
it's very dry.
oh my God.
So
There is
I'm reading
no
right
nice
here.
snap.
Is it okay to eat expired Slim Jims? Something like a Slim Jim only has an expiration date because the eating quality is reduced. It is not going to kill you or make you sick, but it will just taste awful. It doesn't have that snap to it, like you're not really snapping into a Slim Jim.
Like it's not gonna be a pleasant chewing experience at all.
But they last a year.
What is a Slim Jim made out of?
So you're saying they're worthy of being our sponsor?
How long does pasta last?
I think like 10 years or something, right?
Still going with pasta. Boom.
Everything I wanted or everything I want to stock, like I can make myself. Like I was gonna say apple pie, and I'm like, oh, I can make that.
But can you make Twinkies?
No, I don't like Twinkies. Except for
No, like what's a thing that you would want? Just
Nobody likes Twinkies until they stop making them.
Sam Adams cherry wheat beer.
Ooh.
Because I
I
can't
never had that.
It's the best. I find it every now and again. If I find some, I'll get it to you somehow.
Thank you.
Can't make
That
that
means a
yourself.
lot
That's
to me.
good. I have had that. That's really good.
I'm super emo right now, but yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Nanna, pasta is 1 to 2 years. So not much longer than a Slim Jim.
I'm still gonna take pasta because I eat that more. I'm not eating enough Slim Jims to like make this okay.
Oh, I am. I am nearing the bottom of my pack of 120, like, I don't know. This long time, but 6-inch long Slim Jims. And I had bought the giant Slim Jims at the beginning of quarantine. But that was only like a pack of 18.
I had a summer where I had like a big Slim Jim thing, and I kept like it was the only food I would bring camping. Even if I was going to be camping for 3 days, I would just have various types of jerkies, but also like a box of Slim Jims.
Wait, sorry. I love Slim Jims. I also very much love beef jerky. And there's one that's made in Maine, Smith's, I believe it's called.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That I actually was able to go online and put an order in and got sent like 2 pounds of it. I was so happy for a while. Oh, so good. But
I was going to suggest a squid jerky for you, and then I remember that you hate all things fishy.
Squid jerky?
Never heard of squid jerky.
I don't understand how you.
I like calamari.
I was in Japan once, and I was stuck on a train platform, and I was hungry, and I was like, oh, that looks like a tasty snack. And I couldn't read the letters. And I was like, it was pretty good, but again, I like seafood. And then one time I brought it back with me, and I was trying to share it with Paul, a friend of mine. I was like, you guys want a fishy treat? And they were like, sure. And then they had a bite, and they're like, what is this? I was like, squid jerky. And they're like, one should say, oh, would you like some squid jerky? You shouldn't just say, hey, would you like this tasty snack or whatever that is.
I think tasty snack is just fine in that situation.
I think I even said salty snack.
You don't want to tell people you're eating squid jerky. No one's going to try it.
I know. It's trying to broaden their horizons a little bit.
Be like, I've got some dried escargot here. Anyone want to try it? No, nobody's fucking doing that. Just not going to do it.
Escargot is so good, though.
If it's cooked the right way in France.
Yeah, that's what Nanna told me when.
Exactly.
I've never had it good anywhere else. Okay, where are we? Are we on another question? Are we still doing? What are we? I don't know what we.
I think it's Suazo.
Suazo.
Yeah.
What's the range again?
1 to 191.
Oh man, that many? I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
go
I
with,
found more. I found hundreds more questions.
I'm gonna go with 147.
We can keep this up for a few more weeks. 147. What's something you really resent paying for?
College.
Oh. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's some bullshit.
It is bullshit. Water.
Insurance.
Yes, because if nothing happens, I should get my money back.
Right. That's how they make money, though.
Yes, I know. Unfortunately.
I think paying for water in your house is bullshit. I don't mean like bottled water. That's fine. You pay for that. But water that like is delivered to your house through pipes, I think it's fucked up.
I'm like, through pipes. No, wait. We have Crystal Rock.
I think water, electricity, and internet should be free.
What's that?
Water, electricity, and internet should all be free.
Yeah. The 3 basic needs.
To be fair, I think that quarantine proved how necessary internet is.
You're right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, how would we sit here for 14 weeks answering bullshit questions without internet?
Exactly.
I was gonna say cable. I hated paying for that, so that's why I now have like a bunch of internet-based entertainment options.
Streaming services, as they were?
Yeah.
How many of them do you have?
Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I have all
I can
four
watch
of
all
those.
the things from Lost to Star Wars to Harry Potter. You need it.
All of them, yes.
I have all of them too.
I have, see, I tried to add them up one day because I have the same. I have all of them, plus more, plus DC Universe, plus WWE Network, plus like a bunch of whole fucking things I don't watch.
But I bet it's still cheaper than Comcast, even all of that combined.
Yeah, CBS All Access, YouTube Premium, like all this bullshit. Which I can get rid of YouTube Premium because Cobra Kai is going to Netflix.
Oh, Cobra Kai! I was watching that too. That's why I have YouTube Premium.
Yeah, Netflix just bought Cobra Kai, so you don't have to have.
Okay. I better cancel that then. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, resent paying for. Sorry.
So our cable bill isn't too bad. It includes internet. So it's what 135 split between 3 people, and we get a bunch of channels. We don't get every channel, but
Can you get lost on demand?
we can get lost on Amazon Prime on
Amazon
either of
Prime.
our TVs.
That's right, Amazon Prime.
And mind you, we have 4 boxes, so one for each room and the living room.
Yeah, cable's pretty shitty to pay for. That's true.
But we paid $300 a month with RCN for phone, internet, and cable.
300.
Yeah. Huh? Granted, we did have like all the channels, like HBO and like all of the movie channels. But
Yeah, I'm paying out like almost 100 now just for internet with RCN.
yeah.
So what is that? What you resent paying for, or is there something different?
No, mine was health insurance.
Yours was health insurance, right? Right. Brad's was cable.
Oh, I want to add health insurance to my list of things that should be free.
Health insurance should totally be free.
College should also be free. I just don't really resent it because I'm not paying my loans off.
Yeah, I guess I would pay for water and sewer if healthcare and college was free. I think water and sewer is bullshit to pay for too, but because you don't have
Right.
I also think water and sewer as one charge is bullshit. That's what we pay. It's like every water you run.
I feel like there's a reason why we pay taxes.
Right. So you can pay.
I want to feel benefits from that somehow.
Well, yes, you don't get that from water and sewer. But every time they rip up the roads in my house, around my house, I pay for that with my taxes. So I guess that's something. I also pay for my car when they fucking break it from putting holes in the road. But yeah. Eddie, did you answer this one?
I didn't, but I'm like on the same thing with the health insurance train. It should be free.
Right.
And they make it so difficult to get it. Like I applied for Mass Health 3 months ago. I'm still in the process.
You should check into that because it doesn't take that long to get approved for it.
Well, they were like, we have to review something and like send us this stuff, and I did, and I have not heard back from them.
Then you need to call them and make sure that they got it. It does not take that long for them to approve or deny you. It's really a very fast process.
I might try to go through another service provider. I don't know.
I would try it again, or just like call them. I was having a hard time like submitting my stuff too, and then I eventually got on the phone and got connected with the person who could just fix it for me.
All right, I'm gonna get the next question going, and then I'm going to the bathroom while you answer. So, who wants to pick it? We got 2 more left, I think.
33.
33.
Did you just say 33? I was going to say 33.
Oh, we've lived together so long.
You said my favorite number and made it happen twice.
All right, 33 it is, and I'm going to be right back. So keep answering it until I get there. What makes someone a hero?
Aww.
They've done some hero shit.
Is that not a good one to walk away on?
Oh.
I saw that face out of you mocking my answer.
Wait, no, I didn't hear your answer.
I didn't hear your answer either.
Also, I saw where people like going, eh.
Honestly,
I said being kind to others because I feel like that's so rare.
Yeah.
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 Doing the right thing when you're supposed to do it.
Doing the right thing when nobody's watching you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Does that mean I can't pee because that's the answer and that's it?
That's not your walk away question, Jeff. Wait, that was just a fun little quick question. We're gonna do another one.
Next one. Somebody.
You got a bladder of steel, Jeff. I've already peed twice this episode.
I just have
32.
I have to go.
I've also peed twice, Rad.
All right, you guys are gonna have to stretch this one out. Would you
Okay,
rather
fine.
be able to
We'll do what we can.
Would you rather be able to breathe underwater
Oh, I already know the answer. That's it.
or have the agility of a cat?
Breathe underwater.
Really weird.
Talk about.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with agility.
Go pee, Jeff. We'll discuss.
That sounds fun.
I want to be able to breathe underwater because one of my biggest fears is drowning. Plus, I
yeah.
love the ocean.
Yeah,
So
me
that'd
too. I mean, many people don't know this because I love pirates, but I am not a very good swimmer. So breathing underwater would be really good. And then I wouldn't be scared of being on boats anymore.
And me and you can go in the ocean and find mermaids.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
See, I would love to be able to breathe underwater. The issue is that I would find way fewer times where I'm using that. Whereas, like, I feel like randomly throughout every single day, I could use the agility of a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but in a very short time, the sea levels are going to be much higher than they are now, and you might need to be able to breathe water underwater.
Wow. Tall drink of water made her make that real.
But I would love to have the agility of a cat. That'd be fucking awesome. Always land on your feet, even when you fall from high distances. Like,
and then your knee problems would go away, Nanna. Then you'd be like,
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yes.
You guys want to hear something really horrible? One of my friends was talking about how, I'm not sure how they found this out, if this is true or not. They're like, if you dropped a cat out of like a 10,000, like a plane that's flying at 10,000 feet, they'll still land on their feet and possibly be okay. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. But
10,000 feet, I think, is a bit much, but I mean, shit, my mom's cat went over the edge of I mean, Eddie, you've seen my mom's place, or the living room.
Yeah.
And it has the, like the balcony up above it.
Yeah. Oh,
Amber jumped up and just fucking went over and landed and was fine.
Wow.
And it's like, it was up, I mean, that's shit, 25 feet. 25, 30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, there are these miracle stories about like pet cats like in apartment buildings who did stupid shit and still were okay afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's because they're so light in most cases, you know? So
and also because it's like stress. They can heal, like they're really good at healing themselves with like their purring and stuff. Like my cat is a rescue cat and she survived a car accident. And I guess the way vets treat it is that they just like try to get them to like rest, like just be in a little carrier for a little while, because just like they're purring and they're resting, they're able to like heal their own fractures and stuff. Like that is a superpower. Nanna, I think you picked the right one.
Lana picked the right one.
I was gonna say I heard something about like the purring healing powers, and like they can use that on like humans as well, not just themselves.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is weird. Maybe that's why the cats like go up to like pregnant women and just like lay on their stomachs and stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, my cat knew I was pregnant before I did.
That's so crazy how they
I
know.
Suddenly she started being my little spoon all the time, and I was like, "Huh, that's funny." And then a little bit later,
she's like, "You smell funny, Mama."
Yeah. So I was like, with kid number 2, I was like, "Forget the pregnancy test. I'm just bringing a cat in the house."
No, I mean, cats, dogs too. Like animals, pets are good at figuring out if you're hurt or whatever, you know, and they're just like right up on you.
So what was the consensus?
Does Meowfoy and Draco, do they choose a particular one of you guys to sleep with, or?
Eddie keeps his door closed for the most part. So they'll come in.
Hogs the cats?
Oh, they figured out how to open my door with it closed.
Well,
like velociraptors.
But no, like, so if they come into my bed, like they'll sleep on my bed during the day, but at night, if they're in there for an hour, that's a lot. But yeah, they definitely will sleep in my bed, on my bed during the day. But and also on the couch, and I'll open my face when I'm trying to work on the keyboard.
They're all yours starting tomorrow, man. I go back to work.
You go back tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm not sure how it's going. I don't think we're open for like the full however till 2 a.m. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see if I can find the bartends.
You'll be good.
We'll be thinking of you.
What was the consensus on the breathing underwater agility of a cat?
It was split.
Yeah.
All right.
Decent arguments both ways.
Cool. All right.
What's your choice, Jeff?
I'm going to breathe underwater because I almost drowned last year and it sucked.
You did? What?
In Bermuda. Yeah.
He told the story already.
I wasn't here that night, I
Trying to
guess.
save his kid.
Yeah. Me and Emily, we almost drowned in Bermuda.
In the triangle?
Not in the triangle, on the beach, which is worse. I'd rather have a better story. I almost died in the triangle. No, we just got hit by a big fucking wave and knocked us down, and we almost.
That's terrible.
Well, I want to breathe
Yeah,
underwater.
you threw your baby girl to the shore.
No, I did. I held her up above the water, and I almost drowned more than she did. Yeah, it was close though. I did. I held her up over the water, and I couldn't get back up, so I was under the water.
And she was like, shit.
You didn't know how she doesn't. She didn't know how to swim, so I had to keep her up. And, now she's a little better, but still couldn't get through that. That was a big wave.
Wow.
Knocked me on my ass. So yeah.
I
Anyway.
didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was a treat.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad Emily's okay.
Can't wait to go back to the beach in Bermuda. Gonna go to one without
I
waves.
would get on a cruise ship anyways, anytime soon.
Next year, next April. I was supposed to go next week, actually. This weekend. I was supposed to go this weekend, actually. Yeah.
We should do, for your next episode, we should do like a virtual cruise where we have like tiki drinks and like island music.
Hold on.
Eddie's already got one. Yeah, I just realized that. I was supposed to go this Friday or Saturday.
Sorry, Jeff, that sucks. I mean, that's hard.
But we're going to go next April. We change it to April vacation next year. We'll see what happens.
I've attended a bunch of
Oh, wow. Pretend we're on the island.
Jeff,
like
Nick
that.
did keep his shark, though, from Friday.
What's that?
We never got Eddie's shark on Friday.
Oh.
I'll just have to order another one.
We'll just have to get the one you fucking already paid for.
You left it? Oh, did you have it? Was it in the dishwasher?
Sierra
I think so, yeah.
left it, and then I just never got it back.
It probably went to the dishwasher. You just get the one yeah. Get the one you paid for already. Right.
Like, hey.
All right, last question, I think. And then we shut off and then we come back for the bonus question. So last question of the thing. Who gets
Nanna,
it?
pick your number.
Nanna, go.
26.
26. Would you rather be, would you rather live permanently in a roller coaster park or in a zoo?
Yes. Roller coasters.
Zoo.
I think we know what Nanna's answer is. It's Diamond Elite over there.
Yeah,
Hey.
right. That's right. I can't
I
get
have
off.
to pick a
I
zoo.
don't like zoos.
You don't like zoos because they cage animals, or you don't like zoos because you hate zoos?
I'm not against them like caging them per se. I just every time I go to the zoo, the animals look sad. Like if you're gonna trap the animal, make it better for them.
I would choose the zoo so I can visit the elephants every single day and make them happy.
Oh yeah.
Nanna.
I choose the zoo too.
But if it was a fast-running elephant, it ran right through.
I don't want to be with sad elephants.
Only be sad for a short time.
Yeah, we're not riding the elephants like those fucking people. I hate that. I hate that.
Have you been to the National Zoo? It's pretty awesome.
I want to go watch the elephants. I don't want to ride. Well, I would still probably ride it, but I'd rather watch.
I'm just kidding. I would ride.
I would.
Like the animals in Animal Kingdom are fucking happy. Like it's Disney.
Or the San Diego Zoo. That's a pretty good zoo.
That's a good zoo. I've been to San Diego Zoo.
I'm going to the roller coaster park. I'm going to have the time of my life.
I'm going to live in the zoo also.
I'm not living in no zoo.
I mean, you're not living in the zoo. You're not in a cage, Suazo. You're not like you're living in the zoo.
We've already done this question.
Also,
and Elon Musk was Sierra's roommate.
You haven't thought of the smell.
If something happens and they get out,
It's not Jurassic Park.
The zoo.
But it could be.
So bad.
But it could be Jurassic Park. I'm all set.
Tiger's gonna go for the other mammals before it's gonna go for you. It's gonna think that you might feed it.
It smells like shit all throughout the zoo. That's what you want?
Says the person who has George's butthole in our face.
That's what I'm not making you do. Inhale it.
Holy fuck.
I thought you would like to be around big cats. That's why I want to be there.
Roller coasters. I don't like the zoo. I really
Jurassic
don't.
Park or a roller coaster? Yeah.
You also have to understand that, like, when I was a teacher, I'd have to go to the zoo every single year because that's just the age my kids were.
Oh, and you had to bring
always
little
have
kids.
freaking
That's why you
animal.
hate the zoo. That you had to bring little kids. That's why you hate the zoo.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
No, I also just don't like the zoo. And then I already didn't like the zoo. And then they kept making me go to the zoo.
Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah.
See, they're fun if you, like, I used to do events at the Franklin Park Zoo, and they used to do us, like, we used to get, like, behind-the-scenes tours, and I got to, like, hang out with some of the animals, and that's fun.
Oh, cool.
That is cool. That's fun. Yeah.
But
I grew up on a farm, so I'm used to the smell of animal shit.
That's awesome. I knew you grew up on a farm. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Does nobody else like roller coasters?
I joined you on that one.
Suazo did. Suazo said.
Oh, well, when you leave the screen.
I said it earlier.
He said it
Just
before
leave the screen.
Not the zoo, definitely. So roller coasters, I'm all about.
All right.
I
That
like
was
roller
an easy.
coasters once in a while, but I'm a big scaredy cat, so I feel like, I mean, maybe if I lived there, I'd get more brave, but
I can't. I just get sick when I get on roller coasters. It's not
Yeah.
fun.
animals just make me happy.
Yeah. I like roller coasters.
They make
but
me happy too. That doesn't mean I want to smell them all the time.
You keep
Zoos
their
smell
habitats clean. You don't smell them.
What?
If you keep
One
the
day,
habitat
when the
clean,
pandemic is over, I will take you to the National Zoo in DC, and you'll see there's really no smells. And it's a very nice zoo, and there's panda bears there.
Okay, so I think it's also important to just go ahead and disclose that I've never been to a famous zoo.
You went to that little rickety zoo in New Hampshire one year.
It was a petting
So
zoo.
I've been to Franklin Park Zoo, and I've been to zoos in the South, but like not in like big cities.
Not like
South,
San Diego
just
or-
random ass zoos.
She visited Joe Exotic's fucking tiger park.
Thankfully, I've never seen that man before in my life. And I've also not seen the one who, what did he go by? Some sort of Lord something?
Carol fucking Baskin.
No, the other
that
man
bitch.
who was a sexual predator.
I still haven't seen that show.
Me
That's
neither.
for the
Me neither.
best.
Don't you worry. I haven't seen either.
It's
Me
not good. I watched the 2 episodes and I can't be bothered.
It gets
Yeah.
better number 3 on.
No, because I
It
already
really
hate
does.
No.
There's nobody in that show for me to like be like, I'm rooting for you, because I hate all of them.
Oh, yeah, speaking of shows that we don't want to watch, what are we going to make Nana watch?
Right, we're
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, so it has to be, what were the options? Was it Lost? in
Avengers,
Star Wars?
Star Wars, or Harry Potter books?
well, she's read the books.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Avengers
read
or
the
Star Wars?
I think she should join me on the Star Wars train.
Yeah, then you have some company.
Avengers.
I'll watch them with
is
you guys
so
too. I really
long.
like them. Though.
Yeah, no, we can all talk about
So
it.
I haven't seen all of the Avengers movies.
Same.
Oh, yeah, I have- so you can join
I
me
don't
on
even
that.
know
Some
which
of the
ones
new
I
ones.
haven't seen.
You
at
can
this
join
point.
me on that.
So you guys are watching the Avengers. Eddie's watching Star Wars. I'm watching Harry Potter.
Is there any order I'm supposed to watch the Avengers in?
Yes, I'll send that too.
Release
Uh,
order
I
or
watched-
something else?
I feel
Yeah,
like
so I
release
watched
orders.
the first 2. So I watched like the first one, and then the second was Captain America.
I'm also
Oh, yeah.
On
going
the
to tell
list
you.
that I saw.
I'm also going to tell you which ones to skip because you don't need to watch.
Ooh, that's controversial, isn't it?
I mean, that's my decision. You can do what you want.
We do need to watch the last 2.
You need to watch the Endgame and Infinity War, yeah, but you don't need to watch like Thor: The Dark World. Like, who gives a fuck?
But I like Thor.
Yeah.
I like Thor. I watched all the Thor movies.
Thor: Ragnarok was awesome.
That was the only one.
I watched Ragnarok.
Thor and Thor: The Dark World were shit.
So the ones I haven't seen are all of Infinity War, and fucking the other one.
Endgame.
Civil War, I haven't seen that one.
That
Gotta
was
see
good
Civil
too.
War.
I love that.
I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yeah.
which I don't know if it needs to be in there.
You could, yeah.
I've
it's-
seen all the Thors. I've seen the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy, the Iron Man and stuff. I haven't seen the young kid Spider-Man ones.
Those are good, and I don't
Those are
like.
good.
Spider-Man.
I've heard
Is
those
it
are
a Spider-Verse, that one?
I actually
Yeah.
know the 2 actual movies. I don't like Spider-Man, but
That's
I
good.
love those 2 movies.
Yeah. Spider-Verse is amazing.
Was that the one that was a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
only saw it over the head of somebody on a
awesome.
plane, but it looked amazing from what I
Yes.
saw. on the
It was great. It was absolutely
Totally.
fantastic.
I like
Totally not related to the other shit, but awesome.
It's not.
Yeah, I would love that. That was really good. All right, are we done with questions?
I think we are.
I think we are.
No. I'm gonna stop recording.
Stop
I'm not gonna end the
recording.
meeting. I'm not gonna end the meeting. I'm gonna stop recording,
Don't leave.
Hey Google.
and we're gonna come back with a bonus
For
question.
7 minutes and 30 seconds, please.
Nana's ready too. I can tell. Okay.
Donna, did you see?
The
Did you
vegan-
I did see that. I'm so happy for her.
Jonatha Brown's getting her own show on Ellen.
Stop it.
So if you guys don't know
I'm
who
so
this is Tabitha Brown. She's a TikTok influencer. She like makes all these like vegan things on her show, and she's getting her own show on Ellen, and I fucking love her.
Brought to
Did
you
see
by-
the Kaylin, Allen, and fucking her cooking thing?
Oh no,
The OM Kaylin?
I love Caitlyn.
Look it up. It's him and her.
What are we looking up?
Oh,
I love
Yeah.
that you guys are in the
Oh,
same
also,
apartment, but
by
the
the
way you
way,
talk to each other on the camera is like you're
It's so far away.
Amanda, what are we looking
I
up?
love
His
that.
background looks so different than mine.
he's literally on the other side of my wall right now. My
No,
door's
I'm
open,
2 rooms away. So this is the dining room.
Very nice.
This the fireplace, and then this is the living room, And Eddie is the other side of that with the light.
Oh, yeah.
There.
I
That's
like your
Eddie's.
place, you guys. And that's a very fancy cat condo over there.
Right? That thing is old.
So I haven't stopped recording yet. So let's do that.
Oh.
But I just whatever.
Oh, that's fine. What were you telling us to watch, though, Amanda? You were just saying that was a good.
No, I was telling Eddie. So he just showed a picture of that lady that is like, you listen to her voice and you're just like, ah. I just like how she talks and what she says is beautiful.
She's an angel.
And her and Kalen, this guy that Ellen discovered or became like Insta famous for a video that he did reviewing a recipe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So now he's on Ellen and like works for Ellen. So the two of them did a video of like some recipe or something, and it was fabulous. So I just told
She's
that.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
Well, everybody watch that shit. We're going to stop recording now. We'll come back with the bonus question. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching, all 6 of you. And
Love you, Mitchie. Bye.
Bye.
we'll be back.
Bye.
Cheers.
Come visit me.